From cheese to chocolates, the latter is close to the heart of many Filipinos. For years, this comfort food has evolved from being just a simple cocoa to something more exciting. So to tell us more about the mouth-watering choco business and the evolution of its flavors, we invited here with us on Daybreak, Christian Valdez. He is the general manager of the CMBV Confectionaires Company. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning.
Chris, how are you?
I'm doing well, and you?
Great, because we have all the
very excited.
Yes, exactly.
Wait till you guys try them. I'm sure you'll love it.
I know, it looks lovely. First, tell us what do you have here for us today, this morning?
Well, I brought a plethora of chocolates. We have an array of from Santol, which is a deconstructed Santol membrillo, and then we have down to our liquor side. We also have our gingered cerveza negra with walnuts. I mean, there's just there's a ton of chocolate here. Which one interests you the most?
Well, I like dark chocolates. I know dark chocolates it's healthy. It's healthier.
And it's not as sweet as well compared to
a bit bitter,
yeah.
Right? But I know that you have all these different flavors. Tell us about the different flavors that you guys make here, and what kind of chocolate? Because there's different kinds, right? Where do you get your chocolate from?
So we have our chocolate from Belgium, Peru, and Venezuela. And then what we try to do, we have a lot of chocolates that are very Filipino inspired. So we have the cerveza negra right over here. Then we have the gin pomelo. Yes. We also have our Barako coffee, and each bite has a bit of a surprise, a burst of something. You can try that in a second if you'd like.
Barako.
Yes.
Is that coffee?
Yes, strong coffee.
From Batangas.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, it has a great earthy flavor.
Yes. And then the other one is ginger.
This one is the gingered cerveza negra. Yes.
Cerveza negra, like beer.
Yes, the beer.
Ginger beer. Okay.
What's that one? The blue one.
The blue one. that one is manzanilla and juniper.
You did not put manzanilla in there, did you? No, I'm just kidding. Manzanilla is but why manzanilla?
I was actually really surprised.
Is that the olives, the manzanilla olives?
It's actually the flower.
The orange inside? Right, the orange one?
It's the white one. You know, how do you describe it? I guess the closest it comes is chamomile. Manzanilla and chamomile are actually the same. So it's a chamomile and juniper flavored. So when you kind of put it together, it has that floral, but it also has that juniper, I guess a gin flavor to it. So it's really interesting.
So Chris, how do you come up with these concoctions of chocolates? Because I think this would be one of the first times, if ever the first time I've ever heard of chocolate, for example, combined with santol, which is something that a lot of people in the Philippines usually eat with salt. Right?
Yes.
Because it's very sour. So mixing sour and sweet seems something that not a lot of people can imagine as possible. So how do you come up with this kind of mixing?
To tell you the truth, it takes a lot of thinking and just trying. I mean, we're always looking for something that we can reinvent, or we can just kind of, I guess, encompass into chocolate. So when it came to Santol, our family, my family has this recipe for Santol membrillo, and it's kind of like a Santol cake. It's usually made from quince. And when you cut it, you can eat it with pica-pica, cheeses and everything. So one day, my friend came over and we were just making chocolate, and I said, "Oh, try this." So he was just "This is good, but it could have a little more." So he put a little chocolate on top of it, and then we were just "Okay, we need to put this in chocolate, and we'll go ahead and bake it into chocolate." So we went from there, and that's what we've been doing, just a lot of experimentation.
So do you have a table, and then you just get all the different ingredients and say, okay, let's throw a dice and see what will happen if we combine this with this, and then try it out? What was the worst sort of you've ever tried and you said, okay, that just won't work? So you haven't included it in your array of chocolates.
I actually, let me think about it.
I'm sure there were some that you were like, okay, this just is not going to work.
Or they all did?
We had a margarita.
Oh, margarita flavor. Okay.
That didn't work?
It didn't work. It's better as a drink. I mean, I think the tequila was a little too strong. It was good, but I mean, I think you're gonna get a little drunk if you ate a little too much.
But I guess if people have, the Jello shots, right? So that could be an alternative. Then you'll have the margarita chocolate.
We just reinvented the Jello shot.
I think I've once had a champagne creme brulee chocolate. in New York. That was good. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Yes.
taste one. Which
Oh,
one is the
please.
Barako?
It's
The
this
coffee.
black one right here.
This one. Is this dark chocolate right
Yes.
here? Yeah, looks like it.
I'll
And
taste
go ahead,
the,
you can taste.
What is this again?
That's manzanilla.
Manzanilla.
Really
You got
good.
that nice
There's
little
a
bite.
crunch.
Yeah,
Yes.
very crunchy on the outside.
And I know
Very
that
soft.
you're where are you from? I mean, are you half Spanish? I think you're Valdez, so you come from a Filipino and Spanish family.
Yes. Well, I'm part Filipino and I'm part Spanish Basque. Actually, a funny thing is, you know that Spanish Basque people, they incorporate a lot of chocolate into their cooking. I mean, they've been doing it like, I guess since chocolate has been introduced into Spain.
Yes.
So I guess you can say like I'm part Filipino, part Spanish Basque, and part chocolate.
This is
It's
the
just kind
reason
of in my
why
genes.
it's in your genes. This is the reason
Yeah.
why you got into the chocolate business.
Actually, I have to give it to my business partner, Marvin. Like, I was having dinner one night, just like a bunch of close friends, and he was interning at a hotel in Manila. He was in the chocolate room, and I guess he brought some of these chocolates, and they're eye-catching. You know, they're just like shiny, like the colors were just like popping out and everything. And I didn't even want to wait for dessert, so it was like my appetizer before dinner. So I just like popped one in my mouth, and like, I guess the closest I can describe it was, it was a party in my mouth and everyone was like jumping, you know. So like after that, I'm just like, man, you have to teach me how to do that. And since then, this is what we've been doing.
How long have you been in business?
Since 2012.
Okay, so pretty new.
Yeah, we're
And,
pretty new.
And can I try one? What are these?
Okay, so you have your salt and peppered caramel,
Okay, you like caramel? Okay,
and then we have our minted calamansi,
I'll try that. And,
and
what's
then
this?
that one is our kaffir lime with coconut.
Okay, you like coconut or caramel? We're just gonna be. Sorry, guys, but.
Oh, you can have some.
I
know
wish
you're
they could all
jealous, but-
join us.
So again, where can they get these chocolates if they want to give it a try?
So right now we have a shop in Bayani Road, which is in the fort. It's in between Infinity and RCBC.
Okay.
So it's just right there. We
I like that. Calamansi.
You got that burst of calamansi
Yes.
and then that refreshing mintiness, right?
Yes, yes, it's lovely. It's a good dessert. Good way to end the meal.
Definitely. And
How's
Good
yours?
too.
We both can't.
This is the caramel, right?
Can't
With
talk right now.
pepper, salt and pepper.
yes, we use pink peppercorns and pink salt. So it's I don't know. That's actually one of my favorite chocolates. I've probably eaten one too many of those in my days.
And again, like, what is your favorite? You said you used Belgian and did you say Peruvian?
Venezuelan.
Peruvian
Yes.
chocolate and Venezuelan
Yes.
chocolate. What's the difference? I mean, I know I'm very familiar with Belgian, but what about Peruvian and Venezuelan chocolate? I've never tried that. Or
Well-
am I eating it right now?
You're actually eating it with the Barako.
Okay.
Because like with the Peruvian, for example, it has like kind of like a citrusy, like a very fruity flavor to it. And then like with the Venezuelan, you have like a very smooth nuttiness to it. So it's just like, I don't know how to put it. It's just,
And that's where your Latino flavor comes in.
yes.
Comes into play with your chocolate. So anything else you want to add?
I suppose just, one final question is, with your kind of concoctions of different chocolates and the surprising element that you've added into it, is there a type of chocolate that you right now are working on that it's kind of like a
secret.
work in progress?
could-
Is there
could be a
something that you can
secret.
divulge
Okay.
to our
Okay.
to our audience?
well, actually we do have one. It's the salt and peppered. It's our Cielo chocolate. And what it is, it's a roasted white chocolate. And actually here, if
I
you guys
love
want to like
white chocolate.
open
It's
that
my
and like,
favorite.
maybe,
Okay.
like, split it. It's
Okay.
one of my favorites. It's almost like it's for those caramel lovers. It
Okay.
really is.
I bet our audience right now are going to go to their kitchen, get some chocolate, and try to see, let me try to put pepper on this chocolate. So they can check it out. So once again, they can try your chocolates at
Where is that? Your store
Yeah.
at the fort?
On Bayani Road.
Bayani
Okay,
Road.
Bayani
Great,
Road.
great. Well, lovely to have you with us and
thank
your
you.
chocolates with us this morning. Thank you so much for coming to Daybreak, Christian Valdez.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
And we
Thank
will.
you.
We're gonna gobble this up as soon as we extra.
Yes.
And that was again Christian Valdez of the CMBV Confectionaires. And that will do it for us this Friday morning. Daybreak comes back on again on Monday at 7 a.m.
Until then, let us give you more reasons to look forward to weekdays. Enjoy your weekend.